Thanks for giving me the chance to tell you a little about critical capital management and how we work with people and what makes us different. For the past 30 years, we've been helping people who have experienced a major financial change in their lives. Changes such as retirement, a loss of a loved one, divorce, or inheritance. The first question most people ask us is, how should I invest my money? But it's actually the last question we answer. To make sure your investments are in sync with your goals and dreams, we first need to do a thorough examination. And that will allow us to create a comprehensive financial plan that will serve as a foundation for your decisions. I think the best way for me to tell you how we work with people is to tell you Marty's story.
When I came to critical capital management for the first time, I was absolutely distraught. I think I was still in shock from the sudden death of my husband, Walter. We'd been married for over 30 years and he died of a heart attack. During the marriage, Walter took care of all the finances and I handled everything else. Suddenly, I had to take over all the finances and I just didn't have a clue where to start.
So we began with a discovery interview, which is the way we start with all our clients. The discovery interview lasts about an hour and it's free. Its purpose is for you to see if you want to work with us and for us to find out if we can add value to your situation. During our discovery interview with Marty, we got to know her much better. And she gave us financial information that we needed to know in order to help her. Her overriding concern was whether she would have enough money to live the kind of life she wanted. She wanted to make sure she could afford to do everything she had outlined. Walter's company had given him stock options. She had no idea what they were or how they worked. She thought it would make it easier for her to move on if she remodeled the house, so it became hers, not theirs. Oh, and by the way, remodeling is a common desire for people who have lost a loved one. Her son-in-law was having problems with his business and wanted to borrow $200,000 from her. If she did not lend him the money, she was afraid her daughter and son-in-law would be upset, and her relationship with her two wonderful grandchildren would be affected. Another of her goals was to put aside some money for her granddaughter's college education, and she also wanted to buy a smaller car. As a result of the discovery interview, Marty decided she wanted to work with us. And so we started phase 1 of our 3-phase process. Phase 1 includes the creation of a comprehensive financial plan. Our proprietary software gave Marty the chance to see the results of the decisions that she might make. For example, this graph with the mountain going downhill is what would happen if she spent $250,000 on the remodel, lent her son-in-law $200,000, put money aside for her granddaughter's education, and bought herself a new car. The mountain going downhill indicates that she would run out of money in 10 years. However, if she only spent $100,000 on remodeling her house instead of $250,000 and did not lend her son-in-law $200,000, but still put aside money for her granddaughter's education and still bought a small car, the mountain goes up, indicating that she would be financially secure and would not run out of money. Phase 2 is about implementation of her financial plan. During this phase, we helped Marty implement the choices she had made. One of the things we did was to have a family meeting with Marty and her daughter and son-in-law. The goal of the meeting was to make it easier for her to say no to her son-in-law. By the way, they were disappointed, but completely supportive. We also implemented the stock option strategy her plan called for. We worked closely with her other professionals, including her estate attorney, her CPA, and her insurance agent. It is during this phase that we answer the questions about how her portfolio should be invested in a way that would support her goals, and we started managing it for her. Phase 3 is about refinement and adjusting her plan as changes occur. For the past 5 years, we've been in this phase. We update her plan annually, continue managing her portfolio, and always are available to answer her questions, even those that have nothing to do with money.
One of the best things to come out of this relationship with critical capital management is how I feel now. I'm no longer afraid, and I feel much more in control of my life. I know I'm financially secure. I was even able to take a trip to Paris with my girlfriends. This is something I never thought I would do on my own. Working with Alan's helped me gain the confidence I needed to get on with my life.
I wanted you to know Marty's story because that is how we work with all our clients. And it is one of the things that makes us different. Let me tell you a couple of other things that distinguishes us from others. We are certified financial planners, which means that we are fiduciaries, and your best interests always come first. We are fee-based, and this means we do not earn a commission on products we recommend and can be completely objective. We've been in business for over 30 years and specialize in working with people who are in some sort of a money transition. Our investment philosophy is very conservative. It is not about getting you the highest return possible. It's about making sure you reach your goals. We've also limited our practice by only taking on clients for whom we can add value. If you or somebody you know is experiencing a financial transition, I invite you to consider having a discovery interview. Remember, it's free and will take about an hour. Just give us a call or send us an email. Oh, and by the way, thanks to the magic of cyberspace, it's easy for us to work with our out-of-state clients. Thanks for listening, and I hope I'll have the pleasure of meeting you.